Welcome back to Talkback TV. I'm your host, Taylor Lewis, and this is
Sammy Edwards.
starting quarterback for Valdosta State football team. So, Sammy, how this is done, before we get to interviewing you and getting into inside scoop of football, we do a little debate game. Here's the questions. Georgia or Alabama?
I'm a Florida Gator, so I got to go Alabama. I can't like Georgia.
Because you didn't like the whooping we gave you?
Yeah, I guess so.
I was there.
We'll give it to you 1 year. So.
Yeah. 1 year.
Y'all have your time. We had our time.
You did. You did like 12 years in a row. A long time. Okay. Alabama or Florida?
Florida.
You got to be realistic here.
Yeah.
You really think that Florida would?
No, not that we would beat them, but, I mean, you got to have hope. So.
That's true. That's true. I don't know. You might get surprised.
It's true.
Peyton Manning or Lamar Jackson?
I like Lamar Jackson. I think he's more entertaining to watch. Peyton Manning's a good quarterback, but I think Lamar's a lot more entertaining. So.
Okay. Lamar or Tom Brady?
Tom Brady. Can't beat Tom Brady, I don't think.
Okay. Lamar or Patrick Mahomes?
Patrick Mahomes.
All right. Who is your starting quarterback? If you had to pick any quarterback in the game that's still playing, who would you pick?
Ooh. Trevor Lawrence.
Oh.
Home team. I think he's young. I think he's got upside potential. I think he's seeing the game real well right now. So.
Oh. That's not who I would have assumed that
That's
you
a hometown team, too, so it's a little biased.
So you're from Jacksonville?
Yeah. St. Augustine. So
St. Augustine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. I used to go there all the time for vacation. Okay. All right. So let's get into football. How did you get here and why?
Got recruited by Gary Goff. Never really heard of Valdosta State. Never really heard of the GSC. Quarterback before me at my high school, Austin Reed, he had the opportunity to play at West Florida for a couple of years. So that's where I kind of first learned about it. Didn't have much coming out of high school. Gary Goff kind of took a chance on me late. And so that's how I got here.
What would you tell another athlete that wants to play here?
Yeah, I would just emphasize the culture. I think that's what got me here. I think it's a winningest school. And I think it has a lot of culture behind it. And every athletic program, I think, we've won at every level. So I just emphasize that and show them how great that is. And
what is the culture for football?
It's winning. We've won for many years. We've had some down years, of course. You're going to have those, but I think overall Valdosta State is known nationwide for just winning.
That's true. Did you enjoy it when you first got here? Was it a culture shock? Because, Valdosta is small compared to St. Augustine. What was that like when you first got here? You were new to this unfamiliar territory because you said you didn't even know about Valdosta State. Mm-hmm. So how was that walking in?
Yeah, for sure. It definitely was a culture shock. It's definitely smaller. There's no beach. So there's there's not many things to find or to do, but it's easy when you have 100-plus guys on a football team that are automatically your friends. So I think it was an easy transition, and we had a good year that year. So,
how have you grown as a quarterback? So you came in and you had Ivory playing, and you would go in that season. Mm-hmm. How does it feel now knowing that you are the leader? Because offense scores points, defense wins games. That's what people say. But, you still got to score to win. Right. So how does that feel knowing that, you have to be the one that throw the best balls, or if the running game isn't working, mm-hmm. or you have to make sure that you are executing everything. Mm-hmm. Not to perfection, but, that's the goal.
Yeah, I love the pressure. That's what I've worked for. Sat behind Ivory for 2 years, and I think I wouldn't change that for the world. I think I've learned valuable lessons during that time, and I think it's made me who I am today. But yeah, I love the pressure. I love having to execute every time. And I really enjoy that part of the game.
So with football, we have all these rivals. Everybody knows that West Florida rivalry that we have. How was that winning? How was that feeling? What did you do walking into the game? Is there anything particular that you were focused on? How was that? Because you threw the winning TD, so how was it?
Yeah, I think, it was a little more of an emotional game than usual. I think last year having them come in our house and beat us in overtime really didn't stand right with me. And kind of the way they won, too, I didn't appreciate how they kind of took over our field. So I think there was a lot more emotion, especially with our guys going into that game. So it means the world to us to kind of get that victory and to kind of get the wind back where it was supposed to be.
What was said in your coaches' meeting after? So, when the coach walks in the locker room, all y'all dancing, because I see y'all on Facebook Live or Instagram Live and all that. So what did Coach Jack say to y'all?
The big thing that week was stand on business, as he said.
Okay, stand on business.
Yeah, so stood on business. He kind of had a piece of paper put on the ground. Paper said business, and he stood on it. So.
Okay, that's clever. That's clever. Y'all play West Al upcoming weekend. What is y'all's mindset now? Because right now y'all have more wins and losses, and y'all only have 2 more games. What's y'all's goal right now?
Yeah, it's the toughest part of our season. It determines the rest of the season.
Yep.
And West Al, they're struggling a little bit on offense, but they're no slouch. Their defense is the best in the conference. They did beat West Florida as well. So coming off that big win last week, there's been emphasis on, just keep grinding because we do have a good team that we're going to have to go play. And to be able to get a good seed in the playoffs and to even make the playoffs, we have to win these last 2 games.
So we're going to have to, since our defense is good, what does that mean for offense? The O-line has to be on point and everything?
Yeah, of course. I think it's just emphasis on execution is higher. Can't make as many mistakes, and we just got to find clever ways to beat them.
Okay. That's good. What is the person that you looked up to the most in your football journey?
My football journey, I would say my high school coach. I had a good high school coach. I think he did a good job of teaching me that football is more than the game. It's about making you a young man, and the core values he's installed in me have carried me all the way throughout college, and I really appreciate him for that. And
what about in general? Who have you looked up to on those days that you can call, those days that you're just having like a really bad day? Who could you depend on?
I think there's 2. I think I have my grandfather on my mom's side. He's the guy. He's from Puerto Rico, so he came here when my mom was younger. He's just a very positive guy. There's nothing you could do to kind of deter his spirits. And I think just being able to carry that positive light and kind of look at or learn from him, just be able to be a light in people's life. And then my father is another one. My dad, just outrageous love, continuous love. Anything I need, he's always there, and he's always asking me how things are going, so he's always on my side.
That's it. What made you want to be a quarterback?
I kind of got the particular treatment, I would say. My dad was always my coach when I was little, so I got the kid ball, daddy ball, all that stuff. So it is what it is. But, he put me on the O-line when I was little, so okay. I guess that was a little lesson. But, enjoyed being his son on the team. Played quarterback since I was little. I played different positions here and there. But, I just kind of stuck with it. It was kind of my thing.
And what's your most memorable moment being at Valdosta State?
Probably going to that national championship my freshman year. That whole year was kind of special for me. Lost to West Florida, then lost to Ferris in the final. That team was a bunch of funny guys, too. A bunch of guys that I got along with. Seth McGill, Jamar, Ivory, all them that I still do talk to today. And the year was special, just being able to go all the way my first year.
Okay. What would you say is different from this year and last year? Because we all know there's been a change, a big drastic change. Of course, the coaches change. Of course, athletes leave, athletes transfer, athletes graduate. What do you think was this turnaround? Did y'all do something in the summer? Did y'all work hard? Was there some meeting, team bonding? What was so different? What have y'all done?
Yeah, so obviously I have more wins. It's more enjoyable. So just having more wins is just being able to enjoy the team and not everything's so pressured. But I think not only did we get the right players, but we got the right guys in the transfer portal or even in high school. I think we got guys who do the small things day in and day out, and I think we do have guys that, show compassion and really do love one another. I think last year Coach Jack coming in, just with a little amount of time to recruit just wasn't enough. And some of those guys that we got weren't who we thought they were going to be. So I think we got the right guys and guys who, for the most part, do the right things.
Okay. All right. So before we get out of here, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of music do you listen to?
It's kind of embarrassing. Listen to like old 2000s, really anything, rap, hip hop.
Rap, hip hop. Okay.
Early 2000s.
Who's your favorite artist?
Eminem.
Eminem.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
like
you know what we're gonna play?
What's that?
Song Association.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna have 5 words for you.
Mm-hmm.
You have to come up with the song for
God.
each word. First word. Family.
You're stumping me right now.
It's okay.
Can't do family.
Jump.
Jumpman, them boys up there, something.
Okay. That was easy. You knew that one off the. You was waiting on that one.
I was waiting on that.
Waiting on that moment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Rags.
Rags and riches.
Okay. You're a Drake fan.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna assume you're gonna know this because you're a Drake fan, isn't that what you said?
Yeah, a little bit.
All right. If you're a Drake fan, you're gonna know this. All Me.
All me for real.
Okay. Good job. That was easy. You did very well. Pick your own football team.
My own football team?
Your own football team. Pick your own football team.
Put me at quarterback because I think that'd be enjoyable. Yeah, I would want to throw. Let me see. I got to put Justin Jefferson on there.
Okay.
I think he'd be a cool guy to throw with. Put Hunter Renfrow at receiver.
Okay.
It's a little bit of a hot take, but Hunter Renfrow gets right. And I put Julio Jones out there too.
He's always hurt. Why would you?
I don't know.
For him to get hurt the first play of the game. He's
always
hurt. Come on. He's always hurt though.
He's got experience.
He's always hurt.
Running back, I'd probably put Derrick Henry.
Okay.
I think it'd be fun to watch him stiff arm people. Real live action. O-line, I'd probably just pick a team's O-line. Probably just go the Eagles O-line. We got a good O-line right now.
Who do you think's going to get the Super Bowl?
I think it's going to be a Jags and Detroit's Lions Super Bowl.
You watch football?
Mm-hmm.
You do?
Trust it.
You watch football and you...
Mm-hmm. That's a hot take, but trust it.
Yeah, no, it is. That is Jags and Detroit. Wow, yeah, that is a hot take. Mm-hmm. But thank you so much for coming on the show, letting us understand who you are and getting that inside scoop of that West Florida game. Be sure to tune in on next week's episode as well. I'm your host, Taylor Lewis.
Sammy Edwards.
Thank you so much.